Thanks for joining us on Final Drive TV. We were at round 4 of the United States Touring Car Championship. My name is Becky, and joining me today is Nikki.
It's great to be here. This weekend, we are back at Sonoma Raceway here in Northern California.
We are halfway.
That is right. We are at round 4 of 7, and this weekend is a critical one for our drivers.
It is. In 2 weeks, we have a doubleheader in Portland, Oregon, so they need to think of that.
They need to make sure their cars are working correctly in 2 weeks while also keeping an eye on the championship this weekend.
Let's go talk to those drivers.
So, Andy Chittum, how was qualifying? How was the track? Tell me about it.
Okay, well, we had just a little bit of a sprinkle as we headed on out, and that made things just a little slick here and there. But yeah, we just put the foot down and got the big meaty tires warmed up, and we put down some laps. We were right around, probably pretty close to everybody else too. So I haven't seen times yet, but yeah, we're all right in there. So I think it's going to be a great race.
Perfect. Good luck today.
Thank you very much.
So, Chris Everton, how was the slightly wet qualifying for you today?
You know, honestly, I was having so much fun. I only got like 1 or 2 hot laps in. I'm really sad to see that Song had his issue. That was very disappointing, but I heard he's okay. I just love this track, so I was having a great time.
Perfect. Good luck today.
Thank you so much.
So, Tom Lepper, how was qualifying for you today?
A little frustrating because of the other guys making mistakes, but the important thing was we've improved the car. We've got the car and the tires working together. We didn't get the lap time, but it'll come.
Perfect. Have fun today.
Thanks.
So, Reza Arsham, how was the car? Track conditions? Tell me about it.
The car was awesome. I mean, the amount of development work we've done to the car over the last couple races has been immense. So, huge thank you to all the sponsors, K-Tuned, Koenig Wheels, and of course all the Honda Flash Pro to get the tune everything right, and of course the full race to keep the car cool with their intercooler and stuff. But the car's been great. Went out, got a good flyer lap the first lap, and I'm happy with it. So we'll just see what the race has.
Perfect. Good luck today.
Thank you.
So, Daniel Rose, how was the qualifying today?
Well, it's a little bit wet. As you can see, there's some water out there on the track, and I'm running slicks that have been sitting in my shop for about 2 years, so it wasn't a very good session. It wasn't a lot of grip. I think a couple guys went off, maybe had some contact with the wall, but overall it was just a good shakedown session and get used to the tire again.
Perfect. Good luck today.
Thank you.
So, Fred Snow, how was qualifying today?
It was a lot of fun. It rained a little bit, so that added a little excitement, but actually the grip was still pretty good and very nice to have a clear track.
Perfect. Good luck today.
All right, thank you.
Welcome to another episode of Final Drive TV. I'm Rick Nanini. I'm joined here with Tom Clayton. Tom, we are at Sonoma Raceway, one of our favorite places to be.
It's fabulous to be back here.
So we have a full grid of cars for you, some new drivers, and our starting grid is brought to you by ATP Electronics, the official memory solution of United States Touring Car Championship. And yeah, we should have a pretty good battle on our hand. There are a lot of fast cars. On pole position, we have Reza Arsham in the GoGear.com Koenig Wheels Honda Civic Type R. And next to him is Daniel Rose in the Rose Construction BMW M3. These guys were really close in qualifying.
And on the second row, Tom Lepper in the GoGear Hyundai Genesis. Next to him will be Andy Chittum out for a return visit in the GoGear Hyundai Genesis also. Yeah, 2 identical cars side by side. It'll be fun. Sung Kim is in the next row in the JB Auto Works BMW 330i, number 35. Fred Snow takes the other position in the GoGear.com Koenig Wheels Hyundai Genesis in the 52 car. And on row 3, Chris Everton in the Speed Traveler BMW. Next to him is his classmate in the sportsman class, Ben Penn in the GoGear BMW 325i.
Next row, we have Tom Milburn in the Bay Area drafting Acura RSX, and he's followed by Michael McCulligan. Michael is driving the Go-Go Gear Honda Civic. That car had problems. I think he's going to start in the pit lane.
And rounding out the field, Charlie Frank in the Speed Traveler Honda S2000 in row 6.
So now we see these two guys coming on board. This is Ben Penn in the 35, and in the 37 we have Chris. These two guys are going for the championship. It's going to be fun to watch.
Everybody's lining up for their traditional standing start.
So up front, all eyes are going to be on the white car and the yellow car. Those two should be able to go head-to-head. Rear drive against front wheel drive. The white car should be able to take a good launch, but he doesn't, and he does.
Yes, rear wheel drive prevails.
Yeah, well, it's been a little too much wheel spin, but wow,
three abreast there. Did you see the 3 yellow cars?
That was awesome, but we got to see what happens at turn 2, and looks like everybody clears. Reza locks up in the Civic. And meanwhile, Des Chittum and Lepper going side by side in the 2 yellow Genesises.
Going down into turn 3, up through 3A here.
Yeah, and then looks like, Fred Snow actually got a good launch also. He's up there. And wow, look at the lead the white BMW has. Daniel Rose in that Rose Construction BMW has on 2nd place.
And I see Ben Penn in the BMW from Sportsman class is up there with the Genesis now, too.
He always gets a good launch. Don't know how he does it, but he always gets a good launch. We're on board with Reza Arsham in the Civic Type R. Look at him working that wheel.
Sawing that wheel around.
As he's trying to catch up. Making some time to this guy, the number 9, the BMW leading overall in the Super Touring class.
Daniel Rose out in front from the front row.
Daniel has not raced in a while, so this is kind of a return for him. He's taken a little bit of a break, and doesn't look like he missed anything. He's back in top form.
That's right. So top 4 cars, and then we see the Sportsman class with that yellow and black BMW of Ben Penn, just on the right of the screen there. There he is.
Yeah, he qualified 4th place or something, but now he made it up all in one on the first lap, and he's up to 1st place. But as we see, ooh,
Reza
look at that, Reza's catching up. He's trying to pass on the inside of turn 11, and he does! Makes it work!
Somehow he's got the power on that BMW with his Honda Civic Type R.
Wow, that was incredible. Now, let's see what Daniel does to see if he can get back around Reza. The BMW versus Honda, turbo 4-cylinder versus 6-cylinder power. This will be interesting.
They're back nose to tail, but in opposite order now, with Reza having gotten around in turn 11.
But look how much faster these guys are than the touring car class in 1st place and 2nd place. They build up quite a big lead over them.
Yeah, we got overall 1-2, and then back here in 3-4 is the 1st and 2nd in the touring car class.
Yeah, that's Lepper in the 1st place in the touring car class, followed by Andy Chittum. And then we have
Ben Penn, and Chris Evertson following him a bit back.
Yeah, now Reza's leading in that Civic Type R, and looks like he's pulling away from Daniel a little bit now. So
we'll see how he does through the S's here in Sonoma Raceway.
Yeah, this is going to be quite interesting. Two totally different cars: front-wheel drive, rear drive, turbo, non-turbo. It will be really interesting to see how this battle shakes out over the course of the next few laps.
The distance between the cars is lengthened out a bit, but that's because their speed is a bit higher than we'll see in the upcoming corner here in turn 11. So see if Daniel's able to close up on Reza or not.
Yeah, it looks like the Civic was quite fast around that last corner, and
I'd actually say he's pulled out a little bit from the last time he went through there and wouldn't make the pass.
Yeah, back here we will see the 2 Hyundais. Oh, look at that! Chris Evertson goes underneath Ben Penn. This is a fight for 1st place in Sportsman. It's a drag race.
BMW versus BMW.
Now these 2 cars are pretty much very closely matched, very closely built, very similar cars, so should be a great fight. And Ben goes on the inside. Looks like he's trying to get him back. Oh.
He's on the inside through 12 there.
Yeah, but he's on the wrong side.
Outside for turn 2.
He's on the wrong side for turn 2. Let's see who gets the lead there. They may go side by side. Oh, Ben got him. Nice.
Maintained the lead there, so he got him back, basically.
Now, meanwhile, behind him is Fred Snow in the red and white Genesis, and he's just watching this battle, shaking his head. Let's see, Ben Penn got a great start. I wonder if we can get that replay to see what happened. So here we are on board.
This is the front row of the sportsman class back in the beginning. And pretty even start here, and then he just pulls away.
Yeah.
Somehow he's just hooked up. Look at him closing up on Ben and Fred in the Genesis there. He even overtakes him going through turn 1.
Yeah, it looks like he just got it. Oh, and there goes the brakes with the Civic that locked up. Looks like he just got a great launch. Just perfect amount of wheel spin and perfect amount of RPM.
And here he is, even somewhat challenging the Genesis in the class ahead of him, going up through turn 3 and 3A.
Yeah, he's Penn is very aggressive, and he's not afraid to shake it up with these guys. And look at that, he goes underneath the chip.
Trying an outside pass. He may hold it off, but Andy on the right side's got the line.
The horsepower, too.
Yep.
Nice move. Okay, well, let's take you to commercial break, and we'll catch you on the other side.
Watch the show that's about real car builds. Road trips to meet real legends. Real garage projects, real tool reviews, and lots of real fun along the way. Watch Real Garage with Andy. Just visit YouTube and search for Real Garage with Andy.
Okay, welcome back, and wow, the battle has intensified.
That's certainly true. Daniel Rose is right back on the tail of Reza Arsham.
Yeah, the white BMW looks pretty strong at this moment, and he's made up the gap and looks ready to attack. He's probably sizing him up right here, maybe try to go for an underpass at turn 7.
He's looking, but he's thinking better of it.
Yeah, but then the Civic goes a little bit wide, and but now he's
setting up for a pass. You can see it.
Yeah, he's trying to go for it again.
Closing in through the S's here. Here we are going through the S's. Turn 8, turn 9.
Speed, 87, 90 miles an hour going through there. Pretty impressive speed. A little bit too far back here. I'm just going to make it a turn 10.
Breaking turn 10. He's closing up already.
Yeah, right there.
He's closing still. He's looking on the inside. He's going for it.
Beautiful move by Daniel Rose, and the white BMW goes on the inside, and Reza has no choice but to tuck it on the outside in that yellow Civic.
Clearly passed him even before the turn-in. That was very clean and efficient.
But then of course he made it up on the straightaway once again, and looks like they're bumper to bumper. So this could still go on. That's nowhere finished by now.
We'll have to keep watching this to the end to see where it ends up.
Yeah, so these guys are battling for the first place in Super Touring class, and behind them are these two guys battling for Touring class. Lepper in the 31 up front, and Chittum in the 33 in the back.
And they're still nose to tail, just flying in formation, as it were.
Yeah, definitely. I have a feeling Chittum is just sitting back there trying to figure out where his strengths are to make an attack, make a move on it and attack him. Here we are. Oh, this was the other Genesis, Fred Snow in the red and white car. He's also
on board with Tom Lepper now, it looks like. 31 car.
Yeah, our leader in touring. And this is Fred's car. Similar car to the other ones, and this is not one of his most well-known tracks for Fred. Yeah. He's only been here.
Isn't he new to this car too?
He's new to the car, and I think he said he's only been here a couple of times, so he's trying. And this is a very difficult track to master, so I think he's still trying to figure out the nuances of this track. But Mr. Tom Lepper, on the other hand, he's been here zillions of times.
He's one of our veterans. So
he knows this track inside and out, and so does Andy. Andy's set plenty of lap records and wins over here, and looks like he's thinking about going on the inside, but maybe not.
Just showing his
there was
nose.
A little collision there.
There certainly was. That was between Ben Penn and
And Chris
Charlie.
Evertson.
Yeah, Chris Evertson,
yeah. Chris looks like tried to go on the inside to make a move and ended up in the wall. Wow.
Well, I saw Ben pulled away, so looks like Chris got the worst of that one.
Oh, but meanwhile, it looks like the Civic made a move on the outside of 3. Wow, that's a bold move.
He's still giving room to Daniel on the left side there.
Daniel goes for a crisscross action here, trying to get an good exit speed. They're side by side through 4, 5, and he tucks in behind. Wow, this battle.
We said this was going to be a good one to watch, and it is.
Yeah, this battle now. Does the BMW have more grip now? Maybe, and the Civics could be that the Civic is going to overheat his front tires, possibly. So all that's going to come into play. But the Civic seems to be really strong in certain sections. But then
he goes wide. He goes wide, yeah.
And Daniel goes on the inside, takes the move. Look at that understeer. He knew he messed up there, and Daniel should be able to make the move. Yes, he does.
Grabs it through the braking and through the corner in turn 7.
Yeah.
Now they're flying through the S's again.
One little mistake will cost you a position because if you miss your turn in, you're kind of in trouble around here. So here they come around turn 10. And Daniel.
Looks like he's pulled out a little bit. Missed through the S's there.
Now we have to see when the Civic will try to attack again. He has to make up all that room again. He's traditionally been really good around in this section of the track. So let's see if he can make it up in this section.
That BMW seems to be really strong in the braking, which is where he passed in turn 7. Although it was more the air on Reza's part and braking and going wide.
Yeah, and the Civic seems to be good launching out of turn 11 because he seems to make up a lot of time between on the front straight and here. So meanwhile, the 2 Genesis, the yellow Hyundais are going back at it, and Lepper still leading in the 31, and they're just doing great laps.
I wouldn't say that Andy's conceded that, though. He's staying right on the tail, Lepper.
Yeah, definitely they have, but so far no aggressive moves by Andy, but I think he's got a little bit left in the tank for Tom there.
So in this battle here, we lost Chris Evertson, but Ben Penn is now being trailed by Fred Snow in the Genesis.
Yeah, Evertson was his main rival in the championship because those 2 guys are only about 10 points away or something in the championship, so that's going to be the big battle. Now Ben, we're on board with Ben here. He just needs to finish, get the win, and take home 100 points and put that in the bank because it's a long season still. He cannot afford to have a DNF here.
This is an interesting view from the back of the car.
And here goes to turn 7, and so let's take you to commercial break. This is our last break of the show, and we'll catch you on the other side. Okay, we're back, and we saw the S2000 of Charlie Frank. I guess he had sound issues. He was black flagged for sound because there's a sound limit at this racetrack.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the end of his day, but he had a good performance leading up to that point.
Yeah, he sure did, but here we are in this battle once again, and the Civic looks like it's getting ready to attack again.
These guys are definitely back and forth, which is why we said it would be a good battle to watch till the end.
Yeah, so turn 7 is the next opportunity to make a pass here, so let's see if Reza sizes him up for that one in that Civic, because Daniel in that BMW seems to be really strong in the carousel section, and this section right here.
This car's probably very well balanced. They set up that BMW very well, as does Reza, but I think the BMW's got a bit of an edge on the handling.
Yeah, so here we go. Oh, and listen,
where did he come from?
Straight away.
What was that?
Wow. Oh, but then he goes wide again. But this time
running around the rim on that one and making it stick.
Okay, he made it stick that time, so that was really nice. So once again, how many lead changes have there been? Like 5 or 6 here? That's crazy.
That's a crazy move from Reza. I initially thought it was lack of braking that forced him wide, but maybe that's a choice of line for his front-wheel drive, getting a good launch down the backstretch.
But then this is where the BMW seems to shine through this corner, and the BMW is getting really close, so maybe he's going to pass him at 11 again. He's going on the inside.
Showing his nose at least. He's too far back. Too far back.
Yeah, I thought he was going to end up in the Civic's door for a second. But yeah, and this is the area where the Civic seems to shine, this section. But here goes the BMW.
Daniel's showing his nose, and Reza's getting room. Daniel's way on the left side, hucking the berm.
Wow.
I think a lot of that is just really good respect between these two drivers.
Yeah, all that, and they've been very nice to each other. No, no bad moves here. Going into turn 4, this battle's getting pretty intense. We'll see how it goes, how they do again going into turn 7. That seems to be the area that the Civic has braking issues, or so we thought.
Yeah, this time around, Reza's behind Daniel.
He's pushing so hard. Look at him. He wants this move. He wants to get on the power as soon as possible to make this straightaway short.
Just barely see Daniel up there.
Too far back.
Yeah.
Too far back.
He needs to make a move at this point.
Yeah.
His best option is to just take his best line through there.
Daniel went a little bit wide and got a little squirrely. Goes by again.
This is incredible.
A little bit of mistake by Daniel Rose, and
Reza was right there to pounce. He was ready.
Wow, that was beautiful by these two guys. Great driving by both of them. Wow, very nice, clean driving and spectacular racing.
Pretty even there for turn 10. Let's see what happens this time, setting up for turn 11 for our slowest corner of the course.
No, not quite. He thought about it, but
I think
not
Daniel's
quite.
making the
Reza
better
goes
move.
a little bit wide. Daniel should have an edge right here, but the Civic gets a little squirrely. He's having problems putting the power down. So now, where's the BMW? Where's the BMW? Oh, it's
Still
back
behind.
there.
You can definitely see Reza fighting with the front-wheel drive there.
Okay, well, that was the last lap, so we should...
White flag, so this is our last lap.
This is our last lap, yeah, so...
one last opportunity here, one last lap for opportunity for Daniel to get back by Reza. He's definitely in place for it.
Oh, and now, here we go. Now the action is picked up, and we see Chittum goes on the inside of turn 2 in the 33, trying to pass Lepper. Okay, and side-by-side through 2, side-by-side going into 3. And they're still side-by-side. Oh! He got...
Wow. I think that was just a little bit of looseness by Tom Lepper there.
Lepper got a little bit loose, and that's all Andy needed.
But he's still right there with Andy.
Yeah, now they're turn 4. Come on, Tom, go!
Going around, they're already down through. Oh, this is back with Reza.
Yeah, you can see them, BMW in this left side mirror there. They're going this drag race. Where's the BMW? Where did he go?
He is side by. He did go by him.
Wow, the horsepower. Oh, but then BMW goes wide. Now, can the Civic put the power down to get... No, it can't.
Daniel took his one opportunity there that we were talking about on this final lap of the race. Reza's dropped back a bit, so he's going to have to really push hard in this last half of the lap.
That was a beautiful move by Rose, and to make the power stick with the BMW just being able to put the power down. It really seemed to help. And yeah, he has a big enough lead now. I think he might be able to.
He can choose his line going through turn 10 through 11 and just take another full straight over. This should be the way they finish.
Awesome. Well, Daniel Rose takes the win in Super Touring class in the Rose Construction BMW. Reza Arsham gets the second place in Super Touring in the Go-Go Gear Koenig Wheels Honda Civic. Andy Chittum takes the win in the Hyundai Genesis with Tom Lepper second place and Fred Snow in third. And Ben Penn takes the win in the Koenig Wheels BMW 328 with Tom Milburn in second place in the Bay Area Drafting RSX. And Chris Evertson managed to actually finish and takes a well-deserved third place in the Speed Traveler BMW 330. So great racing, and wow, be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel.